AskReddit by solution is education. You find a wallet with $300 in it. What do you find in the wallet that makes you keep the money? I found a wallet with $2,300 in it, and I tracked the guy down. He was very rude and said it all fucking better be here, counted it out and then didn't say anything else. I wished I had kept the money after seeing the asshole that lost it. I had the same thing happen to me with a credit card I found on the ground at a gas pump at a gas station. It had a business name on it, so I googled the business and called and told her that I found her credit card at the gas pump at X gas station and I was bringing it to the cashier, and she angrily demanded my name and personal information as if I had stolen her card. Some people SMH. No form of identification or anything with a name on it. This is the best answer. The only way I'm not returning the wallet is if I literally can't. Once I found around $800 in cash near the entrance to Whole Foods. I turned it into customer service and they asked me for my phone number and said that if no one had claimed it in 48 hours, they would give it to me. About 2 hours later I got a phone call from a girl nearly in tears thanking me because that was her money for rent. So, I feel like even if you find no context with money or a wallet, there are ways to try to get it back to whoever it belongs to. Much smaller scale story. When I was about 10, I found a $5 bill near of our corner store. I ran home and showed my mother and was excited as $5 was a lot of money in 1967. My mother looked at it and said, "A child dropped this." I asked how she knew. She said it was folded over several times into a small square and only children do that. She made me bring it into the store and tell Mike, the proprietor, to hold it until someone claims it. I did so, but was really bummed out, but was hoping nobody would claim it. Next day I went in and asked Mike about the $5 and he said soon after I dropped it off a young girl came in about my age crying that she lost her family's grocery money and her mother furiously sent her back to look for it. I learned a couple lessons that day. 1. Don't be too eager to profit off someone else's misfortune. 2. My mother was really smart. Found a wallet outside my work with about $600 in it. Didn't recognize the face as a coworker, so I brought it home and mailed it to the address on it the next day. I've been getting Christmas cards from them every year since then. This is such a cute story. I love it. The idea of someone who owes me $300. They come to see you an hour later. Dude, I was coming to pay you back but lost my wallet. My cards and ID making me realize it's my wallet that I've dropped. Same team. Even if the owner was some horrible human, I couldn't take the money. Where I live it's quite common to give the wallet to a cop and they will find the owner. I once lost my wallet and the police was near to they dropped by my workplace to return it. In other countries I guess a FB post in a neighborhood group. Found a total of 3 wallets during my time here in Nick. 2 had no cash but ID and credit cards. 3rd had $20 and all the other stuff. Hunted down all 3 and gave them back. All were just happy to get the ID back, which is a bitch to replace. Lost mine after all this and had the same done for me. Karma is not always a bitch. Lol. Deleted. If there is no way of identifying the owner. I actually did find a wallet once with about $50 in it and nothing else, which was weird. I felt bad because I assume it probably belonged to a kid who didn't carry ID yet, was probably a lot of money to him. My ID card. I also chose this guy's ID card. A piece of paper with "keep the $300" written on it. Edit. Whoa, it escalated quickly. Weird that someone would write that. Also weird that it looks exactly like my handwriting. I once found a wallet with approx $2,000 when I was a teenager. The money was inside a hidden compartment. I handed over it to the police. Turns out some elderly person got his apartment broken into, and the thief stole his wallet but didn't find the $2,000, so threw it out on the curb. Police called me 1 hour after and told me the son wanted to meet me and thank me. He handed me a $50 that I accepted. It might not seem much, but I was really proud of myself, and there's so much gratification in seeing someone really happy. Cool to hear something like that stuck with you for so long, assuming you are no longer a teenager by the way you phrased it, lol. Found a wallet with just shy of $3,000 in it in Walmart parking lot. Had rubber bands keeping it closed. Recognized the guy, was part of the housekeeping contractors at my job. This was on a Friday after work, and housekeeping isn't in on the weekends. I was off that next Monday but went up there to take it to him. He doesn't speak any English, but he started crying when I handed it to him. Didn't even count it, just pulled out $200 and gave it to me. I've gotten 2 dozen steaming hot fresh tamales at least twice a month for the last 3 years now. Edit, the goods. https://imgur.com/a/cna7appy close bracket. You are a good egg. Lord knows that could have been his rent money, or to buy himself a car, or such an important thing for that amount of money. Jeff Bezos driver's license. Don't be silly, he has a chauffeur. One of those fake bills that are actually little pamphlets with Bible verses on them. Deleted. A KKK membership card. There's a small village in the English Midlands called Kinver that once for a brief period had a taxi company called Kinver Cabs and Carriers, which was odd for middle class suburbia, especially in Well, England. A Sam's Club card. Costco gang represent. That's Costco hot dogs for months. I respect your decision. Absolutely nothing else. If there are no cards, name and bank, IDs, name and address, or notes, phone number or address, in that wallet, I have no way of returning it. At that point, someone has effectively dropped $300 on the ground and totally forgotten about it. $300. Gotta admire your honesty. Sort of. $300 and a new identity ? It's win-win. Pictures of child porn. I take the money, and then take the pics and person's ID to the police. You sure you want to walk into a police station with child pornography in your possession? No, I'd. My driver's license. A swastika because fuck Nazis. In that case, I think I'd get more satisfaction out of giving that money to a Jewish charity or Holocaust museum versus keeping it myself. Sex offender card. Lol, they have cards? That's wild. I'd return it all. I don't need the money and I like living an honest life. If that person had $300, it could be all the cash they have left. As someone who once lost their wallet and had it graciously returned in the mail, I would do the same. Pay it forward, suckers. I'm not proud of this. I once found a bag at McDonald's that had $700 Australian dollars cash in it. I returned the bag to the police station across the road, but I kept the money. The reason I kept the money was because it had a letter in it to his partner explaining why he would beat her up. I took it to the police station to show them the letter and to contact him for collection of his ID and everything else. Nothing, because if I'd lose my wallet, I'd wish the money would still be there. I'm not even worried about whatever money I have in my wallet. It would rarely be an amount that would make or break me, but losing government ID and having to cancel bank cards is such a pain. I left my wallet at a car wash. Somebody found it and took the time to drive to my home address and return it. I gave him every dollar that I had, which was about $100, since I was so thankful just to have my ID and cards back. A note that says left for whoever lucky enough to find this. Congratulations. Membership card for the neo-Nazi party. I found that there is no ID card in wallet, which made me keep the money as I could find any address to send that money to owner. I'd like to be able to fall asleep at night, so nothing. What if there was also a bunch of Ambien in the wallet? A KKK membership card. Not today, Satan. If I can identify the wallet's owner, it goes back to them, $300 intact, no matter what. I've already racked up enough negative karma in this life. Edit. For everyone arguing legality morality in the comments. You do you. For me, if I can ID the rightful owner of the wallet, returning it is the only option. They have their path, I have mine. I am responsible for my karma, not theirs.